Alliance police say a 31-year-old man is in custody for a break-in at Dobby's frontier town last week. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, 31-year-old Christopher Heater was arrested on Friday following an investigation into a break-in at a local tourism attraction. Police Chief Phil Lucan says officers were called to Dobby's frontier town on Wednesday afternoon for a burglary where upwards of $1,500 worth of items were stolen. Lucan says a search warrant for 2 properties in Alliance was executed on Friday morning, and a majority of the stolen items were recovered. Christopher Heater was subsequently arrested and booked into the Box Butte County Jail with pending charges of 11 counts of burglary and theft by receiving charges. Lucan says the community's help, coupled with technology, was instrumental in solving the burglaries, and he's proud of the cooperation that helped resolve the issue quickly. Well, Nebraska's top judge says the state courts have adapted well to the coronavirus pandemic with help from new technology, but the judicial branch is struggling with worker shortages. Nebraska Supreme Court Chief Justice Mike Heavican says the judicial branch has adopted remote court hearings, electronic filings of court documents, and other steps to keep the courts open and delivering justice. Heavican says keeping the courts open has presented the judicial branch with an ongoing challenge, but when the going gets tough, the tough
hearings, specifically Zoom and WebEx hearings, were held countless times in the past year. As I speak, there are trial court judges holding virtual hearings from their homes or offices because they tested positive for pandemic-related illnesses or they were exposed to someone who tested positive. Without this technology, our courts would be crippled with delays.
Heavican says keeping the courts open has presented the judicial branch with an ongoing challenge, but when the going gets tough, the tough get going. He says online meeting services such as Zoom and WebEx have allowed judges to hold virtual hearings from their homes or offices. We'll have more news right after this.
The journey of a dream becoming reality. When we're young, a dream develops into a passion. That passion continues to manifest and grows as you do. It becomes all you want to do and all you want to be. It gives you direction. It drives you. Then, your dream has become a reality. When that dream is ready to be reality, Platte Valley Bank will be with you every step of the way.
I have a lot of friends that work at Runza. I meet so many new people. I just like talking to people. I like making their day. It puts the biggest smile on my face.
Welcome back. The interim president for WNCC will remain in that position for an additional year. During the November meeting, the WCCA Board of Governors made the decision after a closed session to extend John Marin's contract through the end of June of 2023. Chair Lynn Klemke tells KNEB News with a performance review completed, the board felt it was proper for a couple of reasons to ask him to remain.
In order that we maintain the continuity and stability needed to complete the strategic plan, the accreditation demands, and to finish formalizing the shared governance.
Klumpke says that strategic plan will also help develop those qualities desired in the next permanent president of the college. She tells us that the current plan is to start the formal process of finding a new president in January of 2023, with a goal to have the successful candidate step into the role at the start of July of that year. Well, the official kickoff of the City of Scottsbluff's Bricks for the Bluffs fundraising campaign for the 18th Street Plaza has begun. By purchasing a 4x8 or 8x8 brick, the entire community can be involved in the final fundraising and construction phase of the plaza, one brick at a time, and own their own small piece of the plaza. The goal of the Bricks for the Bluffs fundraising campaign is to complete the construction phase of the 18th Street Plaza that has been set at $118,000 and provides community members and local businesses the opportunity to purchase an engraved brick. More information on purchasing bricks and pricing can be found at scottsbluff.org. And Westmore Elementary School and the Downtown Scottsbluff Association kicked off a Pennies for the Plaza fundraising campaign as well, a way for students and downtown businesses to be part of the final construction phase of the plaza as well. Containers with the Pennies for the Plaza logo will be distributed to downtown businesses and each classroom at Westmore Elementary School. Students and citizens are encouraged to bring coins to help fill them up, and the classroom raising the most money will have a brick engraved with Westmore School's name and their classroom information on it. Well, coming back from the break, Bill Boyer's in with your full week forecast here on KNEB.TV News.
Are new windows from Renewal by Andersen a great investment? You're darn right they are. Did you know that for less than your cable bill or cell phone bill each month, you could have new windows from Renewal by Andersen right now? Do the math. Renewal by Andersen windows will likely cut your energy bills significantly. They will likely substantially increase the value of your home. They're a great investment. Please contact our team now and ask about our fantastic financing options with approved credit right now. Renewal by Andersen, a great investment? You're darn right.
It doubles every 2 minutes. How long?
Hey, Dad. We're going for a run.
Okay. You're gonna go together?
That's what we means.
Okay. Well, just be careful. Make sure you're not running alone. Stay on the sidewalk. Watch for cars. Don't talk to strangers.
Another virus was blocked? What are you doing?
Are you listening to me? All right? Because when it comes to safety, nobody knows safety better than me. Be careful out there.
Are you doing an online quiz?
Yeah. This one's gonna tell me my IQ, which I've always wanted to know, because it's a mystery.
I'm guessing it's very low because all these quizzes are for is to get your passwords for everything.
Oh, is that right?
How do you not know that?
How do you know that?
How long have you been doing these quizzes for?
How old are you?
11?
11 years.
How do you not know how old I am?
Because that's a long time, 11 years, to remember stuff.
All right, well, we're gonna go for a run and watch for cars and strangers, and you change all your passwords so your identity isn't wiped out.
Bit dramatic.
My name is Angela and I'm with Langer Industrial Services. There's a huge technology part in metal, just with all the programs we use, running the scale and paying people, all the software. He does 24/7 ransomware monitoring, making sure the programs run smoothly, making sure everything's running properly. So it's nice to have Jeremy there to call when things go wrong. He's always there right away. Within 30 minutes he shows up.
ERH Technology Solutions, we make technology work for you.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the KNEB Storm Center, your trusted source for weather.
We're going to be dealing with overcast skies as we go through the evening. Going to have a few off and on snow showers through the evening and into the early morning hours tomorrow, and then things should begin to clear off by tomorrow afternoon. Heavier snow amounts are going to be in the southern portions of the region. It will be colder tomorrow. Really going to have ups and downs through the whole week, but another nice weekend seems to be coming our way. Yesterday we hit 54 after a morning low of 29. Those are hard to complain about. And nothing in the rain gauge yesterday, but we're up to 6,800s for the month. In year, that's about 4/10 ahead of schedule. Well, here's where we sit right now. We do have winter weather advisories that have been posted through tomorrow afternoon for portions of the region. This is mainly going to include the southern portions of the Panhandle, around Kimball County into portions of Laramie County. Not a very large by this area that's in the winter weather advisory, at least here locally. But of course, as you zoom out a ways, there's definitely some more activity associated with this as these winter weather advisories continue further south into portions of Colorado, and activity goes even into portions of Kansas. That's where we expect the heavier snowfall to be with this storm system. It looks like temps right now mostly in the 30s, a few areas in the low 40s. Look at those cold temps in eastern portions of the Dakotas and the below zero readings already in those areas. 26 in Valentine, that's the coldest reading we can find. 37's a popular number, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Ogallala. Winds out of the northwest 5 to 10, so that's the good news. Not much in the way of wind gusts either, but still enough to drive wind chills down into the teens and 20s for most of us. Let's take a look at our bus stop forecast tomorrow. Probably going to see a little light snow on the ground, dusting or so. 26 your temperature as you head on the bus. On the way home will be only in the low 30s. Still mostly cloudy skies. Futurecast tonight does show some off and on snow showers moving across the area, and again, more concentrated in southwestern portions of the Panhandle into portions of southeastern Wyoming and northern Colorado. Lows overnight in the teens and 20s. Tomorrow, any of those lingering morning snow showers or flurries should move on. We'll see quite a few clouds in the morning, breaks coming by midday, and then a gradual decrease in clouds through the afternoon and evening hours. And we'll have clearing skies as we go into your Tuesday night and into early Wednesday morning. High temperatures tomorrow, going to struggle to get out of the 20s in the northern portions of the region. 30s in the North Platte River Valley, might get to freezing tomorrow. As far as precip amounts go, in terms of snowfall, that's all going to be confined to southern portions of the region in areas around Kimball County over towards Cheyenne. Those areas, even though probably only 2 to 3 inches at most, 1 to 2 for most of those areas. And again, should have less than an inch, maybe a dusting for the rest of the region. And we're not going to see a whole lot of snow out of this storm system. So off and on snow showers, heavier amounts south, 26 your low tonight. For tomorrow, we'll call it mostly cloudy. Could see a few flurries, decreasing clouds through the afternoon. It's going to be colder. We're looking at highs only in the 30s. Then on Wednesday, we warm into the mid-40s. Another system comes through, mainly just some breezy conditions and colder for Thursday. But then look at Friday, and then on into the weekend, another nice weekend with temps into the low 50s. So really very pleasant weather coming up after we get through tomorrow.
Are you looking for the perfect place to hold a wedding, family reunion, holiday office party, or business meeting? Well, look no further. The Hampton Inn and Suites Hotel and Conference Center is just the place for you. We're a full-service banquet facility that can host up to 400 of your guests. Stop in and see our spacious open-concept meeting rooms and begin planning your special event or family gathering today. Let us do the work for you so you can enjoy your guests. For personal service, stop by the Hampton Inn and Suites front desk.
This is John. He's not an actor or a director, can you tell? He calls himself a steward of the land. And by the looks of the way he nurtures his little corner of the earth, it's safe to say he's the real deal. John runs with us on a John Deere 3 Series tractor because you can never underestimate the value of a little tractor time. Nothing runs like a Deere.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
Now, sports from the FNBO Sports Desk. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank.
How about some rivalry basketball highlights from the high school hardwood here on today's Monday Update. Near capacity crowd on Saturday night at Scottsbluff High School, where the Bearcats were entertaining Gering in some crosstown rivalry action. Let's start with the girls' game. Second meeting of the season between the two after Scottsbluff was able to rally to win at Gering a little over 1 month ago. To be honest, this one was never really a game as Scottsbluff jumped on the Bulldogs early and often. How about 5 first-quarter three-pointers for Scottsbluff? Peyton Berta knocked down a pair, plus other long balls from Mariah Avila, Anna Kelly, and Terrence Spady. On the night, Scottsbluff connected on 10 triples. Peyton Berta led the way in scoring for the Bearcats with 24 points. For Gering, it was Sydney Winkler doing her thing start to finish. She scored a game-high 26 points on a mix of drives, threes, and free throw shooting. Scottsbluff dominates their rival, though, the final 70-44. Lady Cats improved to 15-3. Gering drops back to 500 at 7-7. Now the boys' game showed plenty of offense on both sides, including some big-time shooting. More big-time shooting in the boys' game. In the first quarter alone, these two teams combined for 4 threes. Still close in the first quarter. That's when Scottsbluff would go on a patented big-time run, led by the highlight reel play of the night, a monster jam from junior Kellen Harris. Harris would also set a school record with 9 assists in the contest. Tyler Hari would have a big night for Scottsbluff, led the team in scoring with 21. He came up with a pair of dunks, also knocked down 3 threes. For Gering, nice performances from junior Max Greeley. He scored 19. Also, sophomore Uriah Wybera looked like he enjoyed the playing environment. He scored 18 points in the loss for the Bulldogs. Really, though, just way too much of Scottsbluff offensively on their home floor. They beat Gering 84-67 to complete the sweep for the home team on Saturday night. Now to WNCC basketball. The men got beat Saturday by NJC, while the women's game was postponed due to some COVID concerns with the NJC program. The Cougar men, they'll be right back at it again tomorrow night, hosting the Air Force prep team. We'll have coverage on KOZY with Chuck Schwartz starting at 6:45 tomorrow night. That game will tip off at 7 o'clock. That will do it for today. The latest right here at the FNBO Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell.
The Evergreen Credit Card by FNBO. Earn unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Every day. Everywhere. Never worry about expiring points or category restrictions. Plus, there's no annual fee. Only from the Great Big Small Bank. A bank ever ready for you to earn more, wherever life leads. Evergreen by FNBO.
When you call Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, you will have options. Repair it, rebuild it, or update it. Whether your furnace stops working or your bathtub won't drain, Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating provides the services you need to be comfortable. Weekends, holidays, or late nights, we will be there. With over 30 years of service, our certified technicians and cutting-edge technology can keep your systems running at their peak efficiency. Gearing Valley Plumbing and Heating, every time we enter your home, we leave it a better place to live.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. First State Bank is now Riverstone Bank. Community strong with the same people you know and trust.
What a year 2020 was. Now's the time to get out and travel this summer to see family and friends you were not able to see this last year. Spend more time enjoying your trip by flying United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with daily flights to and from Denver. Reserve your flight today and remember United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. And don't forget, Thrifty Car Rental is here for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and hitch a ride with your BFF, Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Swipe right, swipe left, endlessly searching. Finding the perfect match isn't always perfect, but it can be when it comes to finances. Nora found the perfect business loan. Jenny opened her first savings account. Grammy loves her checking account. We found a match for Wilson Farms. The Sandersons were matched with a mortgage. Regardless of your financial situation, Platte Valley Bank will match you with the perfect solution. Find your match at Platte Valley Bank.
And finally tonight, Community Action Partnership of Western Nebraska will be conducting their National Street and Shelter Point-in-Time Count on Wednesday. Liz McDonald, Capwin's Supportive Health Services Director, says the Knights of Columbus will be hosting a free dinner of chili and rolls for anyone in the community who is experiencing homelessness. She says they will sit down and chat with them for just a few minutes just to find out where they spent the previous night.
And if they spent it in what we would call an unsheltered situation, which is any place not meant for human habitation, maybe a condemned house or trailer, a storage unit, a car, out in the elements, anything like that, they would count as unsheltered, and we would get some brief information from them just so that we can put them into our homeless management information system.
The count also helps when it comes to state and federal funding to provide resources to help those who are homeless. The free dinner will be held on Wednesday evening from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Knights of Columbus Hall on 1st Avenue in Scottsbluff. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you here next time.